Hey everyone, today I'm sharing a story from someone who has had enough of a certain kind of conversation. She's a Midwest woman, a small business owner, and most recently, back in the dating world after a breakup. And if there's one thing she's sick of, it's men giving her unsolicited business advice. So let's get into it. But first, like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy stories that are weirdly relatable, mildly frustrating, and full of that oh so familiar secondhand cringe. All right, here's how it all went down. I am a Midwest American woman who made a decision when I was in my early 20s, and that decision was to do everything in my power to live a virtually stress-free life. I went to college to be an elementary school teacher, and after checking about 3 angry parent emails, I decided I never wanted to have a low-paying job that involved being available outside of the work site ever again. I started my own ceramics business while working a food service job for steady income, and it was infinitely better than teaching. If I had to choose between working a full 8-hour pre-Thanksgiving rush shift or sitting 15 minutes in a school administration meeting, hand me my hairnet. My small business eventually grew too. It was great at first. It's a special kind of high to sell your wares to people eager to give you their money. But eventually I came to realize I was a bit trapped. I felt like my business sucked up more free time than a regular job, but I wasn't willing to give up a seemingly easy income stream. Plus, I was the only person in charge. I'm too weird to work for, so hiring and expanding was never in the cards for this particular business adventure. Present day, I'm back on the market after getting dumped by who I thought would be my forever person. He assumed my Costco Job Plus ceramics business made him and his 2 years of job jumping not good enough for me. His words, not mine. I didn't ask for a provider. I only asked if he was ready to move out of his parents' house. Oh well, bullet dodged. On with the show. I've been talking to a few men online who are very interested in me, which is great. I have the ability to talk about pretty much anything, and I know most people are not bestowed with this particular social gift. A lot of folks think long and hard about what they want to ask/talk about with someone, and I just blather away like a radio with the volume knob broken off. I can talk about a restaurant's beverage cup selection for 15 minutes. I'm sorry, I get nervous too. However, for some reason, these men, these very funny, charismatic, intelligent men always bring up the same topic. My stupid ceramics business and their ideas on how I could improve it and essentially make more money. Or make more money running some other kind of business. One of the men immigrated here 4 years ago and won't shut up about how I should open a storefront and sell my ceramics there instead of my tried and true Etsy shop/other online avenues. His reasoning? His cousin opened up a nail salon and she is very successful? Okay, thank you for your concern. Another guy that I ended up meeting in real life would introduce me to his friends as an artist and then say, show them pictures of your art. Cue me having to show actual artists pictures of the most basic ceramic toad house you have ever seen. They fake enthusiasm. I quietly snake away to find the household pets while my date fails to notice I have left my pedestal. Then, of course, you have the lovely man who promises me if we are together, he will make my business successful with his own money. Like, are you going to buy 100 candle warmers for me? No, he will just invest in it. Yeah, I feel like investing is for large companies with big dreams. Not this bitter downtrodden pottery gal. I get it. These are seemingly good dudes with good intentions, showing interest in my supposed interests, as good men are taught to do. But this always comes up in conversation, and I always tell them, I'm fine with the way things are going. I'm not interested in growing my business any further. I want to have more time to spend with people and exercising. If you have friends who need garden or aquarium decor, send them my way. What do these wonderful guys do? They send someone my way who is looking for a single mug with copyright images when I have never made a mug or anything remotely useful in my life. Maybe these men got some weird memo about how women want careers and money and expensive things and all that jazz. A lot of women do love and want these things, and they love being recognized for their achievements. I'm just not that type of person, and I spell it out plainly and politely every time the topic comes up. I spend a good chunk of my day working. I sure as hell don't want to talk about it any more than I have to. If you want to talk about work, I get it, fine. I know work equals worth is ingrained into our American culture here. But I have only noticed this phenomenon in the last 2 years or so. Is it because I'm in an older dating pool than the 60% unemployed dating pool of my 20s? Is there a list of talking points somewhere that all men over 25 have read and signed off on as a collective whole? Why is everyone an entrepreneur? I don't know. I'm not a member of Secret Man Society. I have to study the crumbs I'm given on social media or take strangers at face value most of the time. My dudes and probably even my ladies. There's more to each and every one of us outside of what we do to earn a living. There is more to me than the career decisions I made in my early 20s. You can enjoy things that you're not good at, and you can absolutely loathe things you're great at doing. And yes, you can absolutely turn your passion into a burden and not want anyone to ask you about it ever again. Is this my own personal problem to deal with? Yes and no. Yes, it's me. And no, please stop asking me about it and giving me ideas that I've already explored before I met you. And I don't want to waste energy telling you why they don't work for the 5th time. Look, I get it. These guys probably mean well, but I'm over it. Not every conversation has to be about maximizing my potential or scaling my business or unlocking my inner entrepreneur. Sometimes I just want to talk about literally anything else. So, if you take nothing else from this video, let it be this. People are more than their jobs, more than their businesses, more than what they do to pay rent. Let's talk about dumb stuff, weird stuff, fun stuff. Let's talk about you. And while we're at it, let's talk about how you should like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a comment if you've experienced the entrepreneurial advice epidemic, or if you just want to vent. I'll be here, probably making another Toad House. See you next time.